was saying before, you've been very modest about your own professional achievements, which were, you know, something to write home about, to be honest. Is it a little bit of a weight for him having the Barrett name, in the way it is the Eubank or the Ben name, those great fighters of the 80s and 90s? You know, I mean, I know he's not directly your son, but
no, because he's not working as a name. He's working as a sport. He sees, you know, he's got natural. He's beginning to believe what I'm telling him now, that he's got good ability. So now he's found a way. That penny's finally clicked. He knows now how to work that magic, where before he didn't know how to work it. Now he knows it. So to me as a trainer, it's like anybody could train Zelfa now. It's that easy because it's come to him that natural now. He just puts the work in, works on things. He'll say one day he'll spend a full day, maybe it be his left jab, maybe it be head movement just in front of the mirror, but he'll spend a full training session just doing the one thing until he's mastered it. So, you know, to me, that's what you call a champion, and a champion in the making.
In terms of his ultimate progression, I mean, you boxed at European level, top light welterweight. I mean, do you see any comparisons with yourself at where you were at that stage?
Nah, me and Zelfa are two different fighters. You know, Zelfa played football. He didn't look at it as boxing, as what he wanted to do. You know, I wouldn't like to compare Zelfa to me. Zelfa is very talented, very gifted, very skillful. Zelfa's got a natural ability where I had to work for what I had, and the fact that Zelfa listens very hard, and you know, he's the first in the gym, he's the last out the gym. Any spare time he's got, he'll go in the gym. Behind my back, he'll phone Paulie and say, Pat, say it's okay to come and train. Paulie will say, okay, he'll go in. I say, why was you training? Because he said that. But it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to see a fighter where you've got to chase him out the gym rather than chasing him in the gym. So, you know, Zelfa is a good captain, as I say, he's a good leader, because once all the other fighters see him like that, you know, it's not because he's my nephew. I'm talking about him as a fighter, as a trainer. I'm not talking about like uncle and nephew. Forget that, because that only happens outside the ring when I'm at his mum's house, my sister's. But when it's in the gym, you know, this is just a boxer to me. And this is, you know, those who listen and train hard, as Zelfa knows it, there is no shortcut in boxing. So what he does, he puts in the hard work, very hard work, in order to get where he is. It's so quick. Yeah, and as far as a plan for Zelfa, yeah, I do have a plan for Zelfa. I know I'd like Zelfa to get what he didn't make up in the amateurs. I mean, don't get me wrong, he only had about 24, 25 amateur fights. It's not really a lot, considering how good he is now. So what I have done, and this is why I set up Black Flash Promotions, was to keep a lot of my fighters busy that couldn't get the chance and what couldn't sell tickets. I knew Zelfa weren't going to be a ticket seller, yeah. And I knew that he wasn't going to give him the chance. So me setting Black Flash Promotions up and getting him out there and keeping him busy, I said I want Zelfa to be 20-0 before he even looks at a title. Because that way, Zelfa then learned the game. And I'm prepared to say, put him in with anybody then. You know, there is no rush for a young kid like that. Tell me what the rush is. There's a lot of these kids saying they want titles, they're fighting for titles after 9-0, 7-0, but how well are they now? To get there, a couple of fights, but where are they? You know, this kid, I want them to be there and keep going on and on and on until he says, you know what, Pat, I've had enough.